Yes, I am talking about the Ender Dragon, but to have any chance at trapping it, it first needs to be frozen. I'm also going to need all of these end crystals. You know, I'll bring the whole shulker box. Now, I have already got my Ender Dragon destroying machine here, as you can see. So what I'm about to build needs to be below it, otherwise the Ender Dragon will just end up breaking it, and I really don't want that. But basically, when flying around, the Ender Dragon flies to what is called nodes. They're all around the area. However, if I make the nodes too high up, it'll try and go to nodes it's not allowed to, and then it will just freeze, because it always attempts to pass behind to the highest point of that node. So if I put that highest point at y equals 200, yeah, the dragon will freeze. I'll link a video in the description that explains it a lot better than I can, and the video also tells me the exact coordinates that the nodes are. That's 4 of them placed, and the other ones are kind of off to the side, so it makes a circle like this. I think I've now placed down every single one. There should be 12 in total, so I can count it as I'm breaking all the dirt. Sorry, Enderman, you're all getting spleefed. There was indeed 12, which is very good news. Those Endermen have spleefed all of Ender pearls lying around now. But it is time for the moment of truth. Has the plan worked? I'll grab 4 end crystals, get my bow ready because I will have to get rid of these to freeze the dragon. So it is time for me to get him spawned in. That's all of them sorted. There's the Ender Dragon. It's flying around. That's good news. So I'll get busy with these, which is ridiculously easy when you have Elytra. But it's until you want to do these ones, which is... well, I see they're also very easy. I think that is all of them. Good news. Now it should technically fly to the center, and if I've done everything correctly, when it attempts to fly away, it will freeze. So it didn't freeze, so obviously I've not done something correct. Hold on a second. It has frozen. It did. I didn't expect. You're frozen inside the obsidian pillar. Are you kidding me? Kind of annoying for what I'm about to try. I'm going to see if unloading it and then loading it back in makes a difference. Nope. Still stuck. And I completely forgot to bring the materials to move it into one of the end gateways. So I'll have to get rid of this one, nip back home. I've got all of the required materials here. There's not very many. So let's go for take 2. I'll once again break the crystals. Let the dragon perch. And when it tries to fly away, it will once again freeze. Enderman, this is a really bad time. What are you doing? No, I'm not dying to an Enderman. Flipping heck. And he picked up the block. We're not doing this. No way, Jose. Not today. You get out of here. Flipping heck. My life did flash before my eyes there. But now I can focus on the task in hand. And in theory, me putting a bit of endstone here, placing that, should start moving it. I've realised I didn't put any obsidian. Yes, it's moving. It's working. Quickly need something on the other side so it doesn't push it forever. Which I think I just about did in time. Is it in the right place? Tell me I put it in the right place. No, I'm one to the side. I mean... technically, this would work. In fact, it could actually be easier than trying to get it through a gateway. Because once it gets far enough away, it will be unloaded, and then the game will spawn a new one over there. I'm letting it get to 500 blocks away, but look at this. The outer islands are loading in anyway. It's crazy, with max render distance, you can actually see both. Alright, you're definitely far away enough now, so if I fly all the way back, I'm just sad that I've lost my flying machine. But in theory, the game shouldn't detect an Ender Dragon anymore. I think I'm just going to go through an end gateway and come back. Right, did a new one spawn in? I hear it. It did. It's spawning all the way up there. Okay, yeah, you got to wait a little bit. It spawns as high as the nodes are. This dragon really needs to come down lower. Do not ruin... it's going to ruin that. No, get down. Yeah, RIP Dragon Destroyer 7000. Hey, but this is for the greater good. Once we've got dragons everywhere here, we won't need that. Oh my goodness, it's all blowing up. This is sad. Oh, don't break the nodes though. And now it can perch after ruining everything. Yeah, 2 of the nodes did get destroyed by TNT, so I'd better go and place them. That's one of them. And the other one. What on earth are you doing now? You've sprung a leak. And I'm thinking it might be wise to put obsidian on top of each and every one of them. That way, even if the dragon flies into it, it won't break it. Job done. Water can be removed. No matter how many of these dragon farms I build, the Ender Dragon always ends up breaking it. Oh, it's frozen. You're frozen up here? Are you kidding me? That's the worst place. I think maybe if I relog, hopefully it should unfreeze. Yeah, now are you going to perch? Go on, perch. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, yeah, it is perching. Although it seems to perch, like, all the way up here. Is that because the node's moving? I see, that's why we made them obsidian. Oh, no, it's because of the water. Yeah, the water's just stopping it from it going as low as it should. And in theory, it's perched there. It should get stuck there pretty soon. Come on, don't let me down, Drake. There we go. Now I can build another of these. This time remembering to place the obsidian. And it should just go ahead. Yeah, go along like that. Push it all the way across. Accidentally flew through the end gateway, which is going to unload the Ender Dragon and reload it. And it's going to fly. Yeah, I messed up. So I'm going to let it freeze again. Push it along with a flying machine. And this time actually send it through an end gateway so it unloads. And then I'm going to repeat this over and over again. So we have loads and loads of dragons. This could take some time. I stayed up till 3 AM last night doing this, but I have now reached 98 dragons through the end gateway. At least I will have done as soon as that one goes through. There we go, mission accomplished. And I have actually come up with a really good strategy on how to do this really, really fast. I start by flying up high whilst I wait for the dragon to spawn in. There we go. And being up here means that if he wants to strafe and shoot a dragon ball at me, it'll do it pretty quickly instead of searching for me down there. That results in it perching much faster. And when it does, I fly all the way down to here. Being on this very specific block means that I'm far away enough so that it won't stay perched at the middle, but it's close enough so that instead of targeting one of these nodes, it will instead charge right at me. And when it reaches the target, it goes for a node and freezes. Freezes right where I want it to be because my flying machine is set up. That is going to start pushing it into the end gateway. Whilst I wait, I just go ahead and build another of these. That's already complete. Dragon number 99 just went through, and I can break this as I wait for the next dragon to spawn in. The 100th dragon, by the way, I've done this so many times. I'm losing the will to live. Cannot wait for it to be over. And using this method has meant that I can get a new dragon roughly every 3 minutes, but that can vary depending on how long it takes the dragon to perch. Here we go. Dragon number 100. Don't have to build another of those flying machines. Instead, I can watch it go through. And I also blocked this up so I never accidentally went through the end gateway because there's going to be a lot of dragons through there, and I don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be 100 not 100 because there's a few in the other end gateways from the start, but there's going to be like 94, 95 of them, and I'll just round up the rest from the other end gateways. So things are going to be pretty chaotic. And now the time for stalling is over. Instead, I will craft myself just a few more rockets and head to the end. From here, I must mine away the obsidian so that I can go through the end gateway. And if there was ever a moment of truth moment, it was now. Through the portal I go, and okay, there's dragons up. What the heck? They're everywhere. This is the most insane thing I have ever seen. I'm actually mesmerized by this. It's like a swarm of dragons. What the heck have I done? And you might think this is crazy, but watch what happens when I reload the world. I bring it back in, and notice how they all start flying. One by one. Well, some of them anyway. I guess bit by bit they're going. They're flying towards spawn. And it's insane to see. I'm actually flying in a swarm of EnderDragons. This is the greatest thing ever. Flying with EnderDragons. How cool is this? As they all... Oh my goodness. What have I created? Why have I done this? There's 60 million EnderDragons. Look at they hit each other. They go flying all over the place. 100 EnderDragons. Oh my goodness. Most of them are up there where the nodes are. I think if I reload the... Like, they're going to have to try and perch and then come down, but they're just getting sent higher and higher. I am 1,000 blocks in the air right now. That's how high this dragon spiral is. There's probably a reason no one's ever done this, but it is unbelievable.